Braun of CareerBuilder joins us now to talk about the gig economy. Good to have you on the show.
Great to be here, Angie.
So this is a growing trend. More people are just taking on these side hustles, so to speak, to make some more money. So is this something that people feel like they have to do to make ends meet, or something they actually want to do?
You know, we see a tremendous amount of growth in the temporary help space right now. In fact, we're projecting over 170,000 new jobs to be created between 2016 and 2018. So it's a healthy part of the U.S. workforce. It provides employers a lot of flexibility to be able to quickly bring on staff as well to be able to get work done. So actually, according to a recent survey that we conducted, 47% of employers plan to bring on temporary help in 2016. And of those companies, 58% plan to convert those temporary workers into full-time employees.
Well, that was my next question, and that's a really good sign, because sometimes companies like to utilize part-time workers and then they don't have to pay benefits and there's no long-term implications. But if they're actually telling you they plan to hire, that's a great sign about the economy.
Absolutely. You know, one of the things that we saw, one of the biggest trends coming out of the recession several years ago was the kind of pace of growth within the temporary help space, and it allowed employers to quickly ramp up their workforce to get goods and services out the door. And the growth that we see in this market, the industry as a whole is projected to grow about 6%, and I mentioned 170,000 new jobs over the next 2 years, but it's really a sign that employers have strong demand for their products and services, and temporary help is helping them get that work out the door.
Kyle, what sectors especially are doing this part-time to possibly full-time transition?
Yeah, so we see really broad-based growth across all different company sizes, industries, and geographies. But if you were to look at some of the areas that have the strongest demand, obviously technology jobs, healthcare jobs, even financial activities we saw in the latest jobs report from last month had a very strong gain. So you see a lot of those areas growing very rapidly. But one of the things that is kind of commonly misunderstood about the temporary help space is the types of jobs that are available to workers. A lot of people have the kind of perception that temporary help is maybe lower level type jobs, administrative clerical type positions.
Sure.
And we see growth, temporary help in IT, healthcare, financial, human resources, kind of all across different industries and job categories.
So these are high-paying jobs. Now, when somebody comes in as a temporary worker, can they maybe demand some more money because they will be on a short-term basis?
Yeah, I think, you know, when you look at the skills gap, and particularly within IT and healthcare, the number of open jobs that are available for every worker that's available in the market, there's a huge gap there. So, you know, one of the things that we're actually seeing is wages increase. We conducted a survey. According to our 2016 jobs forecast, 69% of employers said that they plan to increase wages in 2016, which is certainly higher than what we've seen in the previous years. So that's a positive trend for whether it's permanent workers or temporary help workers.
Kyle, thanks for helping us out today. Come back again.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Angie.